Good morning, guys. It is Monday, 7:40 a.m. And I'm heading to the first job site. The weather forecast said it's gonna rain like 70% of chance, but turns out it's super nice right now. I'm really happy about it. Check it out. 8 o'clock. Martin. We're just packing some tools from the other job site and we're gonna head to a different place, I think. Wow, look at this. The membrane has been installed. Looks like just, the kind of material that you see in the sports field. Put the flashing on. Cool. Guess that's the tile. They're putting the tiles on the stack. What's the address again? Do you know?
I don't remember.
We are heading to the other job site. We're back at this place. I hate this place. How about you? So Grant and Martin went to have lunch. I just want to take a nap. I am super tired because I stayed up late last night watching JBP's interview with Yomi Park. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch that interview. It's gonna be a life-changing interview for you. I couldn't stop crying watching the whole interview. So it's really touching. To be honest, to me, it's actually harder to listen to her talking. Sometimes I feel her on a deeper level, like I can imagine some of the Western people listening to her story will be like, oh my gosh, that's unbelievable. But to me, that's just like, yeah, it's horrible, but that's not unheard of because I grew up in China and I would actually, she and I are the same age. We're both born in 1993, except I was born in China. She was born in North Korea. I would say the only difference is China back then is just a decaf version of North Korea. So I had a quite similar experience, except not that brutal. So I would totally understand what she was talking about. I particularly remember during the interview, she mentioned that she almost cried, that saying, I felt nothing. Am I a psychopath? Because she was constantly in shock watching people eating rats, people eating people, all the horrible things, and she didn't feel anything. Even after seeing her father coming back home from the prison camp, like she was just constantly doubting herself that, am I still a human? And Jordan was like really sweet enough to comfort her with words that I just couldn't picture in my head, right? And I could totally relate to what she said because I grew up in like a third tier city, kind of suburban city in the eastern China. And I remember growing up seeing like kids begging on the streets, and I thought that's just normal. That's just things happen every day, and it's okay. Well, it's not okay. It's just like things you see, and people don't talk about it, and it seems like it's an okay thing. And yeah, you see, you hear stories about kids being chopped off their arms, their legs, and being forced to beg on the streets because it was organized by a big corporation. Actually, all those beggars, the men behind those corporations, they own big mansions, but like you see them begging on the streets. But the kids, they're just like the product of human trafficking, and some of them are being chopped off their tongue just so they can't speak. It's horrible, and it's just something that we accepted. So I totally relate to what Yomi was saying. So now that I look back, I was like, how did I not feel anything? because it's just things you see every day and people don't talk about it, and silence is the biggest. Silence is horrible. We are done with this place.
150 meters, turn left onto Indian River Drive.
We're now heading to the second job site, which is in Vancouver, I believe, West
In
19th
100
Avenue.
meters.
Turned out to be a super nice day. We are almost there. It's a little bit far, about 30-minute drive from North Van to Vancouver. I could have just gone with their truck, but I didn't because I like having the autonomy, and I may pay a little bit more on gas, but this car is super good on gas, and it's just nothing compared to having that autonomy, driving my own car, doing whatever the fuck I want. So this is the second job site. Let's take a look what's going on here. Nice house. Probably should close this gate, eh? That's nice. That's the composite for the deck. These are probably framing material, posts treated. We have that. There you go. What do you think?
We are pretty much done today.
$6,500.
See how it works. It's more than enough.
Oh,
It's like 2 months worth of work right there. I think it was just 125 years old. As of like 3 years ago maybe.
That's the plan.
When I lived in London there was